Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to the show. I hope you're having an excellent day. We're looking at some more intense ambulance action. You know, this emergency vehicle has been hitting hard. I freaking love it. It's very interesting, cool to learn, cool to see down on the ground, just streets and cars and the way things are designed in different countries. And I believe in this video, we are in France this time. Now, this is called Biker Escort Ambulance in Traffic. Sounds pretty crazy. We've seen some other videos dealing with bikes, dealing with ambulances, and it's always pretty intense. Very interesting how they strategize and break through traffic without, of course, getting in a crash, without compromising pedestrian safety. And of course, when an ambulance is in a hurry, people need to get out of the way. It's going somewhere to potentially save someone's life. So you hope it can get there in the safest, but more importantly, fastest way possible. This is from a channel called Black Ghost 23. They will be linked down below. Please check out their channel already. And we're going to read the description first so we get a little bit of context. It says, one day on my way back home, I came across an EMS ambulance blocked in traffic in France. SAMU and SMUR parentheses EMS, are generally called for serious medical emergencies. Therefore, there's probably a medical emergency on board. So I decided to do everything I could to clear the way for them through the traffic. This is really cool. So from what I understand, this is just a regular civilian, not, part of the emergency team, but he is just being a great person, a good Samaritan, helping them out, and in turn, hopefully helping out someone that, was in danger and needed medical treatment immediately. He continues, be careful. I'm not defending the fact that all motorcyclists should do what I did. I'm not a police officer. I'm a simple civilian on a motorcycle who has decided to do what he thinks is the most useful to help save a life. Well put. I'm sure if someone close to you was in the ambulance, you would want the ambulance to go as quickly as possible. My point exactly. Think about it. In the next time you see an emergency vehicle, it probably has lives at stake. React fast and clear the way safely for them. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's just give a round of applause already for this guy. Really brave, and thinking on your feet is something that's not easy to do. And we're going to see how this went down. Let's check it out, guys. Look at the traffic. We are indeed in a traffic jam. Yikes. Oh, I'm going to put these on so I get English things here. Look at that ambulance right there. Oh, how stressful. Look at all the traffic, and you're in a tunnel. You can't even go up in the grass or something. No, you're conformed in a tunnel. This is stressful for sure. Oh, my goodness. That van. Okay, everyone getting against the wall. Thank you. This guy's brave. Okay. He flashed his headlights so the ambulance did let him by. Okay. Very interesting. Bravery and lots of insight to have this guy just step in and take the lead. That's very interesting, right? Oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh man, that is a bad traffic jam. At least we're out of the tunnel now. Look at all the different cars. Look at that Opel station wagon. Okay, the ambulance decides to take the emergency lane or a hard shoulder. But he is no doubt telling people, get out of the way. He's giving them an extra warning, which is great. And there it is. I saw it on the right side there. Obviously, he can go wherever he wants, lane splitting. There it is, yeah. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. This is bad traffic. I don't know where in France this is, but I'm assuming France can get some pretty bad traffic jams. Is that too far out there to say? I'm assuming this is proof of that. And like I said, I can't thank emergency responders enough in any country. Here in the U.S., there in France, anywhere in the world, it's just one of those important jobs. It's I'm sure it's high stress, and there's a lot of skill involved to keep your head straight and get through traffic jams like this, get that ambulance there in one piece and save a life. It is a crazy job. And seeing these things, these videos showing situations like this, I've really never seen before. That's why I find these very interesting. Thank you for being strong and being able to save lives to those who are emergency responders. And thank you to civilians that do their part in getting out of the way and helping create a better environment for them to work in, right? Everyone has to work together. That cohesion is necessary. But guys like this too is this was brave. Look at that. Wow. He didn't have to do this, but he's helping out, and that's very nice. All right, so we're moving up. Now you hear it. Nice DOF. Semi-truck there. I hear him, but I don't see him. Yeah, you can see the hand gestures he just pointed out. He's kind of doing one of these, like, please get over. There's an ambulance coming, because some people might not hear, it's a traffic jam. They might have their radio on, some music on. They might be talking on the phone. I don't know, you never know. Look at that Peugeot wagon. That's cool. I'm sorry. I love looking at all the cars because they're so different. So yeah, it's good that he's telling people, because some people don't know. They need an extra step, like, hey, please clear the road, I mean, it seems to be working. He's creating a pretty good gap in the middle there, so the ambulance can slip on through. It's interesting too, because people have said in different countries there's different procedures. So it looks like they're basically trying to part the sea, so to say, right? These cars get over on to the left. Those cars get over to the right, and the ambulance goes to the middle. That's what I'm getting here, unless I'm seeing this wrong. Here in the U.S., for example, everyone's supposed to get over to the right. So all these cars, all of them would get over to the right, and the ambulance is going to pass on the left over here. Maybe that's also the case normally, but they're doing it differently in this situation. I'm sure there's different ways to explain it, but I mean, if we can part the middle, whatever works. There's a Citroen. Nice. It's almost like a minivan, yeah? We don't have those either. There's the French flag on that trailer. Okay, now I hear it. Oh, I see him in the mirror. He's down here in the mirror. Okay. It's got all blue lights on that ambulance. That signature cadence, that siren. Yeah, he's right on him. Wow. And he's slipping through. It's easy for this bike to fit through here, but it's a different story fitting an ambulance through. So, of course, he's getting them split, and I'm sure the ambulance still has just a little bit of clearance on some of these, when you have a car next to a semi-truck and stuff like that. That's gets pretty tight, I imagine. Starting to bunch up again, traffic. These are weird, these little, they're kind of like minivans here in the U.S. They would be called minivans. Okay, well, what would that say? Hold on. Trucks from the middle lane can't move much, so I try to create space to access the left lane. Okay, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of got to go on the fly. That truck can't do much, so now you got to go on the left. I see the ambulance coming on the left. Oh, very interesting. Wow, look at that. Look at him in the mirror. There he goes. He's coming. He's got an opening right here. Yup. Now he's keeping the middle lane clear. Hey, whatever works. It's kind of going on the go. He's showing them the right way to take. That's also what he's doing. He's like, here's the most gap, come this way. This is wild, man. This is great teamwork. Considering he's not even an employee for the medical service here, that's what's really cool, is they're just kind of this unspoken teamwork they're doing, and it's very impressive, right? It's very interesting. Not conventional, but I mean, It works in this case. He's showing him the right path. How stressful, though, for that poor ambulance driver trying to, you know, of course, getting called to potentially save a life, and you're dealing with traffic. That's unfortunate. The left lane disappears ahead, so I stop traffic in the middle lane. Okay, see, that's smart. This guy is thinking on his feet. He really is doing a good job. He's literally stopping traffic. Dang. I mean, look, he let him through, though. He stopped that truck. Oh, man. What's this, construction? I suppose, yeah. Some sort of construction or something. Maybe not. Either way, that lane was blocked. Okay, now it's opened back up. He's got his visor down. He's ready. He's ready to cruise now, man. This is just wild. And they gave him a wave. They gave him a thumbs up. Hell yeah. And he's on his way, hopefully close to where they need to be. That was crazy. Round of applause again. Round of applause. Good on this guy. He was thinking on his feet. He really was clearing the way ahead. He was waving people off, creating these lanes, these open lanes for the ambulance to, you know, just get every second count. You know, obviously the ambulance in theory would have been able to do this on their own, but it would have been stressful, right? And having this kind of unofficial teamwork here with this helper kind of going to clear traffic and just create that much more of a lane for them, save them seconds upon seconds that add up. It all adds up to getting there faster and more safe. And I really commend that. He didn't have to do that, but it was very smart, and he was thinking on his feet and doing a great job at it. So I think that was cool. It was cool to see them give him a thumbs up. And this is, you know, like I said, this was just spur of the moment, unofficial. We've actually seen videos, which I'll link at the end, where, for example, in Netherlands, we had an ambulance responding to some very dire emergency, and they actually had an organized team of, I think it was like 3 or 4 guys on bikes that were clearing ways for them. So it was like this, but even on a grander scale, and that was official. That was actually set up. Whereas this was just spur of the moment, like freelance, right? So pretty cool that they actually do that in scenarios, like officially, for real. And in this scenario, they didn't have that luxury, and this guy pretty much did that for them. And I think he did a good job. So very interesting. I love these suggestions. I would love to hear your comments on this, your thoughts on this. Have you ever seen anything like this go down? What's your opinion of how this went? Obviously, is this conventional? I would think not. But for being spur of the moment, I think it went pretty well. You know, what are your opinions on this? Throw a like on there if you did enjoy it, of course, and subscribe to be part of this amazing community. Keep those great suggestions coming with responses, car chases, police vehicles, emergency vehicles, anything in that space. I'm all ears. It's very, very interesting to me. Also, I will admit this is one rare instance where we're in Europe, we're in France, and it kind of reminded me of, like, this looked like Chicago area. Usually when I see Europe, it looks way different than the U.S., and that's usually true. But in this instance, just from this ground level on, you know, this 3-4 lane wide highway, it looks like a traffic jam in Chicago, which is very common. So it looks similar at times. It was kind of funny, other than a bunch of different cars like Peugeots and Citroens and stuff that we don't get here. So thought that was pretty interesting. Anywho, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, y'all, I'll catch you later.